Hey all, DarkMistro here, and this is I believe this is the fourth vlog from the vlog a day for this week. And yeah, so today, as a sudden random discovery, when I actually went downstairs, it turned out the game recorder that I actually ordered yesterday, as I mentioned in my last vlog, actually arrived today, straight out of the blue, which actually was surprisingly surprising, considering that most things like that from Amazon take at least a few days, maybe weeks, to arrive. Alright, anyway though folks, so for this one, it's basically just a small little, it's answering a little bit more of what I was asked, and some other things as well that I may have forgotten to say yesterday as well. You may know that this is not a game background, one was just this picture. So I do apologise if this is a little bit dull, but I will be showing you as well in just the little test video that I had to test out with the game recorder to see if it actually all worked. So at least you get that little treat for the time being. At the same time, I'm doing this vlog as well. I'm actually getting a demo of another game done, so that might be seen. May be seen if I can ever get the hang of the game recorder, because I tried to record something for this vlog, but unfortunately it didn't go as well. It didn't go as planned, and it ended up not recording. No. Yeah, so that was something, and hopefully then folks I'll be able to get some more content done on there, which means there's a second thing I've actually invested in involving the Xbox One. Right, so hopefully we're gonna try and get that arranged so I can show you all some more content. Hopefully show some stuff which I could which been doing whenever I've not been recording. Some of the things that end up happening are just so out of this world outlandish that pretty much most people don't believe it, despite it actually happening right in front of one very eyes. And yeah, pretty much was. Alright, now I'm going to let you all see this quick 30-second snippet of this bit of recording that I did, just to show you just how good the quality is of this game recorder, as I believe it's all done in 1080p now. Which means hopefully I can start bringing some HD videos up to you if not already done so. Alright folks, so I'll let you have a little look at them, and I will be back after when you've seen the face. Been the little bit of the snippet of recording that I did for the test video to see just how well and smooth recording did, and it seemed to have been, well, it actually worked, which surprised me. Yeah, quite a bit actually, but despite how much of the issues that it was actually setting it up. Yeah. Oh, and things more than that. One of the things that was forgotten about, which I forgot to answer yesterday actually, was actually a question which I actually completely forgot to mention. Yeah, one question actually was, what was the best fighting game match I have ever had? So most people who knew me actually knew that I was pretty much heavily involved in like Tekken, Bloody Raw, Dead or Alive, and stuff, and most fighting games like that I was very heavily involved in. And with the Tekken 6, I went online with it. The first real time I actually went online with anything in fighting games was that one. And I went on there. It was mostly just to do the 50 online matches for the Lindy Trophy. But as I went through them, it got really, really well. It went really great. I lost some of them, but I won more than I lost, I believe. But I really don't remember. It was years back. It was back when I lived in Bavaria. Yeah, which was when my old page before it was hacked. It was that sort of time zone when it happened. And pretty much that was my best match I've ever had. It actually was a Dragon Ball Burst Limit match, which was even further back than that. It was pretty much when me and my best mate used to play a lot of games. He used to come around quite a bit, and we basically then just did LAN matches on computers, and we actually sometimes end up doing like co-op on the PS3, and end up having like versus matches on the Xbox 360 and PS3. But it ended up becoming one match of Dragon Ball Burst Limit, where me and my mate back then, we were pretty decent at it. And basically then first, he went as Goku and I went as Frieza. And what we decided to do to make it really interesting is basically then we actually decreased the attack down to minimal, just literally the lowest you can have it, and the defences at the highest. And we set the timer to be infinite, and we basically did that then and set everything up to be exactly how it would be. So just say very little damage to each of us, and we barely did any damage. As we found out when we used our best attacks, we used them barely scratched, and we end up actually setting it to the 5 rounds in one match, and we did that. And when we were actually doing the match, when we were actually doing the rounds, one of our rounds literally ended up lasting an extremely long time. And basically that emphasized, but you know how some people become that focused in the game that they actually start to mentally start to strain a bit, and you actually start to sweat and stuff like that. You're actually that focused that you don't move, you don't blink, anything of the sort. Well, pretty much then first, it ended up becoming like that. We both literally had full key, full defences, everything like that, and we end up just going in a complete clash in the match. And it was actually one point where basically then our characters were moving that fast that was literally nothing on the screen. It was literally just like the anime of it, where basically then you could only hear what was happening, but you couldn't see what was happening. So the characters were actually gone from the screen, but me and my best mate knew exactly where they were all the time. On that screen, despite them not being there, we knew where they were, how and to react, and when to time to press the buttons, and we ended up being stuck in that situation for I think around 20 minutes, I think, something like that. It ended up going really long, and eventually when we both came out of it, we both moved then to each one of the map, it ended up just becoming a complete stalemate. At that point then we both charged up again, and when we actually decided to use both our ultimates at the same time, when they collided in the middle of the screen, neither of them could actually break each other, and we just kept on spamming our ultimates all the time. Just each time then the ultimates appeared, the screen just suddenly turned yellow. No, turn yellow, no. It ended up turning blue for Goku's ultimate, and ended up becoming a very dark pink, purpley colour, a freeze ultimate, and it ended up just then becoming that constantly for 5 minutes, till eventually one of us broke. And when both then start diving again, by the time all this happened, and one of us actually ended up winning that single round, we still had at least another 4 rounds to go in that 5 round win matches. We ended up having 4 more to win, and it took us 49 minutes to complete that one round. And by the end of that one round, was both mentally exhausted, because of it. We had to take like around a 20-minute break to actually just get back mentally able to actually finish the full rounds. And that was probably the best match I have ever had in any fighting game. And to this day, and last time I met with my mate, we have never been able then to recapture that moment at all. Any point, despite even trying and not trying, we never did it. It's basically there, just one of them once in a lifetime moments that will never appear and can never be redone. Okay folks, so that has been this vlog. I do apologise for it not being all that informational, this one, but I am hoping to bring another themed vlog later in the time, which will be pretty much be of a it's of my other things that I do, my potential second job if I can ever get it off the ground. Yeah. Okay folks, so from me that much, I thank you very much for watching. Do have a very good morning, afternoon, even night, wherever you are. See you later, have a lot of fun. If you want to subscribe, do feel free so, because it's always nice to see some more subscribers appearing every now and then. And just at the nick of time as well, the demo thing I was just downloading when I started this video has actually finished. Okay folks, and if you want to leave a comment, do feel free so, and I will do my best to reply to it as soon as I see it and read it. And if you want to leave a like, and that's nice as well, because it means we're right. Okay folks, see you all later, and have a lot of fun y'all.